So let's see. I think it's already the streaming already started for what I can see. So you know that last week I was really dissatisfied with what we watched in Amneri's scene with a more recent mezzo-soprano who was claimed to be the greatest mezzo-soprano alive, active on earth, and etc. etc. So we went ahead and watched it. If you saw the video, then you notice that I really didn't watch what I really didn't like what I saw, and so I told myself, why don't we watch? And why don't we do this week? We actually watch a great mezzo soprano, and of course, the name that came to my mind was Elena Obraztsova, and she is one of the greatest mezzo soprano voices of all times. She has, and you're about to hear it in case you don't know her. She's just astonishing. She has this tremendous voice. She has a very understanding of the drama and everything that is needed to sing such a committed and difficult role as Azucena in Il Trovatore by Maestro Giuseppe Verdi. Last week I was also saying that to sing Verdi you need a given understanding of the drama. It's not like singing legato in Puccini. It takes a different type of singer to sing Verdi, and that's what we are going to prove today. Also, before I forget, and because I also know that you have already noticed, my voice is in much worse conditions than previous weeks. That's because this past week I have been very sick, sort of flu, a complication of my allergy, and so my voice is horrible these days. But still, I wanted to watch this video with you. So moving on with this, and since I am going to be explaining a lot, sorry, I am going to be stopping very often the video, but I think it is very important for me to clarify for you what were the criticisms that I did last week and what is it the way to be done correctly as we are going to do it today with another role from Maestro Verdi. Last week it was Amneris, today is Azucena. And knowing that Elena Obraztsova was very steady in her performances, I had a very difficult time in choosing which version to share with you, and so I ended up deciding to go for this version year 1978 at the Teatro Bolshoi in Russia, of course, and I think you're going to enjoy it. And as I was saying before, I'm going to be interrupted very often, so my apologies for that. So first things first, you notice how she opens and you can hear the pathos in her voice. You know that she's telling us this obscure, dramatic, tremendous story from the very beginning, and you can hear it in her voice. From the very first moment, Elena Obraztsova is Azucena. She's singing in her low register, and notice how steady she is. Something else that I want to make you notice is that she's singing her low register and she's working with the melody. And notice that she's very comfortable because she's evolving in her voice along with the melody. It does not sound slow, dull, heavy, difficult to follow. On the contrary, she's working on the melody very well. Condotta e la ceppi al suo destin tremendo. And she's also working on the on the piano and the forte without any exaggerations. And when she needs to increase volume, she increases, and when she needs to decrease, she decreases. She's doing everything that is expected without sounding dull, slow, or boring. And continue to notice the pathos in her voice. So far, such a masterclass in the art of singing. And you just heard what I mentioned last week. That is what one expects when one listens to a high note. You don't need this to be a super long high note, but it has to be like a thunder, secure, firm, powerful. And that's what she did. Il grido, il noto grido, ascolta, mi vendica. It has to be that way because it has to convey the drama. Otherwise, you will never believe it. If she says il grido, il noto grido, ascolta, mi vendica. Again, as if she was singing some other type of composer, it just doesn't work. I'm going to play it a little back so that I'm not interrupting that part because we are getting to the most difficult in terms of drama. Agitato, declamato, la mano con full sostendo. Stringo la vittima, nel fuoco la trago, la sospingo. Cessa il fatal delirio, l'orrenda scena fugge, la fiamma sol divampa e la sua preda strugge. Pervolgo intorno il guardo e in ansia me vecchio, l'empia conte il figlio. I'm going to pause it there because I wanted to explain something also, and that's why I was telling you last week that the mezzo was not the mezzo that we referred to last week was not adequate for the Verdian and this heavy repertoire. Is because when you have a spinto close to dramatic voice, you notice because on the way I'm going to use the word attack only to try to make it clear, but I am very aware that for singers the attack is something slightly different. So the way she goes, the way she attacks the phrases gives you clarity on that she is a spinto voice, a mezzo that it has this spinto, this power in her voice. Pur le involgo intorno il guardo, innanzi a me vecchio, z'Empia conta il figlio mio mi ha bruciato. The way she goes, bruciato, immediately for the full striking, hitting the note completely, gives you the hint that she's a powerful spinto, close to dramatic voice. If she had done something like the last week's bruciato, like trying to jump to reach the high note because she doesn't have the power to jump directly to it is what makes the difference between a lyrical voice and the spinto. The spinto usually goes for it, bruciato. The lyrical would go bruciato. Hope I explained it more or less well. And the final, then she goes also for a high note, and lyrical wouldn't go that heavy because they would be afraid of breaking their voice. They would again take it a little softer, instead of that's the difference between the thunder of a spinto or a dramatic voice and a lyrical one. And so this part is super, super, super heavy because remember she has been singing for over 4 minutes already, and so she has also changed the tempo. Tan ta tan ta tan 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 ta tan ta tan 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 tan. So pay attention to that change and notice that after the high note, when one thinks that it's over, it's not. But I'm going to play it there also. Notice how generous her volume is at all times, no matter the note. And the orchestration is heavy, notice also that. In this part, she has just shared that she burned her own son alive. This is a horrible scene that Azucena is sharing with us. Now notice the tremendous low notes that she has. Many tenors wish they had half of the powerful low notes that Elene Obraztsova has. She has such a rich chest voice. Her chest notes are so tremendous that, wow, this is just amazing. Drizzarsi ancora. Oh my God, this is absolutely amazing. This is how it's done. This is how a Verdian mezzo-soprano in a difficult role must sound. And of course, this week I am really so satisfied today on what I had the opportunity of sharing with you. And well, I'll be seeing you some other time soon. Thank you.